Hey, I'm Jess the Ginger, and I was challenged by Emma to do this, and I've been on holiday for a week, so I haven't been able to accept the challenge, but I'm just going on this now. I'm going to find out what I have to say, what I have to do this accent challenge. So here we go. I'm Jess, I'm from Jess the Ginger, I'm from Lancaster in England, and I'm going to pronounce the following words. Ant, Ruth, root, theatre, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pyjamas, court, naturally, aluminium, gif, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, G-poi. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? I think you call it TPing or something like that, but I honestly don't really have a name for it. I've never really known, so I just call it throwing toilet paper on a house. Call it mischief. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Probably pop, or I call them a fizzy drink sometimes. Fizzy drink. What do you call gym shoes? Trainers. What do you call your grandparents? Grandparents, or grandma and granddad? What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Well, I don't call it groceries for a start, I call it shopping, and you call them a trolley where I'm from. What is the thing you change your channel with? You call it a remote, TV remote. Choose a book and read a passage from it. I'm going to have to go and find a book in a sec, I'll do that in a second. Do you think you have an accent? I do, because everyone's got an accent because we're all from different places and we all talk a little bit differently and pronounce things differently, so yeah, I will have an accent. A wizard or a vampire? Probably, I don't know, because Twilight's always like warped my impression of vampires and made it into a bad one, but I think I'd rather be a vampire than a wizard anyway. Just a vampire, yeah, but not the Twilight kind, I guess. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? Yes, I have a few friends in real life that are also on Tumblr, so that's good. But you gotta be careful what you post. Just kidding. No judgment here. And end the audio post by saying any 3 things you want, any 3 words. I'm gonna say, was water on there? No, it was. That's lame. I was just looking, I've got a bottle of water there. I'm gonna say laptop, door, and bath. I don't think bath's on there. Grass. I know I've said more than 3 now, but I'm just saying words that might be said differently. Just realised I didn't read a book passage. Let's add this in at the end. This is Norwegian Wood. It's a fantastic book. I was trying to read on holiday, but I kept falling asleep in the sun, and I'm really burnt because of that, so I regret that a lot. But let's go to the beginning anyway. That was quite an interesting one because I started reading it whilst I was in a plane, and as you'll find out, it starts on a plane. I was 37 then, strapped in the seat as a huge 747 plunged through dense cloud cover on the approach to Hamburg airport. Cold November rains drenched the earth, lending everything the gloomy air of a Flemish landscape. The ground crew in the waterproofs, a flag atop the squat airport building, a BMW billboard. So, Germany again. Once the plane was on the ground, soft music began to flow from the ceiling speakers. A sweet orchestral cover version of Beatles' Norwegian Wood. The melody never failed to send a shudder through me, but this time it hit harder than ever. I bent forward, my face in my hands, to keep my skull from splitting open. Before long, one of the German stewardesses approached me and asked in English if I was sick. No, I said, just dizzy. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, thanks. She smiled and left, and the music changed to Billy Joel's tune. I straightened up and looked out in the window, see the dark clouds hanging over the North Sea, thinking of all I had lost in the course of my life. Time's gone forever. Friends who had died or disappeared, feelings I would never know again. Oh, it's a really good book actually. Well, I'm told anyway, I haven't read enough of it to say it's a really good book. I've enjoyed it, what I've read so far. I started enjoying it, but I really need to carry on, and I'm a terrible reader because once I get a book, I'm like, yeah, let's do this, and then I'll sit down and I'll read, say, 4 pages, and I'm like, oh, that was exhausting. Oh, let's give it a rest, and then I'll, say, leave it for a few days, excuse me, and then I'll pick it up again. And then I'll read a few more pages, and then I take so long to get into reading a book. And it sucks really. I wish I could just pick it up and read the whole thing, or, you know, read half of it or what have you in one sitting. 'Cause it's a big book, this. For me anyway. Probably not for you guys. I know a lot of people who read a lot more than that. But while I was on holiday, my dad got through one of those kind of thickness books. In fact, I think it was one of the Dan Brown books. He got through one of those in a day, I think it was, something ridiculous like that, and I was just like, oh, teach me. Oh well. I'll tell you a few cool things from holiday. I got some alcohol. Guess how much this cost? A litre of Smirnoff. €9. I almost forgot then. €9, something like that. Like over here in England you pay, gosh, for a litre of it you would probably pay about something around the £20 mark. No more than that maybe, because I'm sure bottles smaller than that are still 20. A lot of money anyway. And I bought the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Absinthe, but they're all different percentages, and it's 85%, 80%, 70, 50 and 80 again. 80% alcohol. Crazy. So, looks like my dinner's ready anyway. I'm gonna go enjoy some risotto because I've been called twice now while I've been making this for food. Oops. I'm so terribly burnt as well, so I'm gonna go put some bio oil on and bathe in the stuff because being ginger sucks. Stay safe, kids. Here's a clip from my holiday.